All right. Today we are playing Imagine Master Chef. I don't know how popular this game was back when it released, but I don't think it was that popular cuz it's kind of like Cooking Mama, but there's a little bit more to Imagine Master Chef than just cooking. There's like a whole story to it, which you'll see as soon as I press new game. I used to play this game all the time back when I was a kid. I was awful at it, but now we're gonna hate me for this. I actually prefer this game to Cooking Mama. I think that this game is, I wouldn't say objectively, but it's to me, I prefer it more than Cooking Mama, just because there's more to do in it than just cook. So, we're gonna start a new game. Just gonna give us a little story. Sigh. Look at her, she's so cute. Dad will be coming home soon. Of course, I'm very happy about that. But I didn't expect him to be coming back so soon. I promised him home cooking, and I'm nowhere near ready. Ding dong, found you. That is a very creepy thing to say to a 6th grader. To say to anyone, just can you imagine chilling in your home, lamenting about your daddy issues, and you just hear this random voice going, "Ding dong, I found you." This is Lisa. She's in the 6th grade. Her father has gone to Europe on business, and she promised she'd make him tasty homemade cooking for when he comes back. Wow, impressive. But she hasn't learned to make anything yet, and her father is coming back sooner than she thought. Don't you hate it when that happens to you? I love how it says that, like that's a common occurrence. Like everybody playing this game had a father that went to Europe and they promised they learned how to cook for the father, and it's like, Another thing, I love the gradient that they did with her hair. It's like so smooth, especially over here, and like I love that. I want you to make this girl's dream come true. Very well. Leave it to me, Your Highness. Time to get to work. I also love the soundtrack of this game. The music is so upbeat and fun. I don't know if I'm gonna edit out the like minute that I spent just dancing to the opening music. But in the event I do, I spent like a good couple of minutes just dancing to the opening music because it was so good. Go! What should I do? Dad will be looking forward to it when he comes back. He'll be so disappointed. I should never have made such a stupid promise. Well, there's no use fretting about it. I can't do what I can't do. I guess I should just give up. Well, that's the game. Hope you enjoyed. What do you think, Hopper? A little plushie is so cute. I love the gradient. I love how obsessed this game is with gradients. Like, there's a gradient on the window curtain. There's a gradient on the pillow a little bit. There's like a big old gradient on the ears. I love that so much. I like how this game is blending like its cartoony style with like slightly realistic shading. I feel like that just makes it so unique in like such a good way. What was that? Don't give up. Do your best. You're right. I need to be more positive. Thanks, Hopper. I knew I could count on you. Oh, look at me. I'm still talking to my toys. I'm way too grown up for that. Sigh. I don't know what to do. ... There's one thing I like to do at times like these. Look at the stars when I try to work it all out. Wow, it's a full moon. Looking at the moon always calms me down. Makes me feel kind of nostalgic too. Oh, a shooting star. That's it. I'll have that star grant my wish. Perfect. Finally, a bright idea, if I do say so myself. I love how Lisa isn't, like, wishing on the star. She's demanding the star to grant her wish. I love that for her. Hold on. It's gone. Huh? There it is again. Now's my chance. Huh? I guess it wasn't a shooting star after all. So what's that? What is it? I know exactly what it is. It's headed this way. It's gonna crash. 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 Whoa, 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 whoa. What happened? Hey, why is the room all dark? Congratulations. You have been chosen. I'm not sorry. I like that song. What are those little dots on that pillow? I don't think those were there before. An angel from the moon. I can make your wish come true. Rather talkative, isn't it? But this light, it feels warm somehow. I guess this is all a little too much to take in. I'll just handle things from here, okay? By the blessing of Verluna, heed my call, O light. Mutter, 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 mutter. Eh? Hiya. Crack. Crack. Ching. Huh? Oh no, those buttons were there. I just didn't notice them before. Well then, that worked out. Look at your little gradient. He's so cute. I'm better off looking like this when I hop down here. Yes, not bad at all. My stuffed animal Hopper is talking? Saying hop and stuff? Excuse me. Hehehe. Have I gone bonkers? Hehe. He. Ha. Ha. Ha ha. No, this must be a dream. Yes, that must be it. A dream. I'm dreaming! Then how about a better dream, huh? Good night, me. Thud. Oh dear, she collapsed. Well, that's alright. I love how unserious this game is. Dude crashes in a sixth grader's room. The sixth grader collapses. And dude's just like, doesn't matter to me. I have only one purpose here. To make this girl's wish come true. Whether she's conscious for it or not. Beep, 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 beep. Huh? I had a really weird dream. Ah well, doesn't matter. Another cheerful day ahead. Good morning, Lisa. Wow. That was no dream. I was afraid of that. Low-key kinda liking the mom. Lisa, come downstairs quickly. Yikes, it's mom. Oh dear, what should I do? Over here. Hey, wait, what do you think you're doing? Sorry about this, but you need to just stay in here for a while. Lisa, what are you up to? Those stairs don't look very safe. I get the storage. I like the whole storage thing. But why are there no handrails? Someone could like fall and die. And why is that stairs like why are the stairs so steep? Those are very steep stairs. This is not safe. Where did they get their permits? Permits. Crash, crash, crash. Lisa, what's all that noise? What do you mean, Mom? Come on, Lisa. Right, I'm starving. Huh? We have a guest? I'm no good with visitors. Lisa. Good morning. My, aren't you lively? A lively one. Rachel's so cute. I love the design they gave her in this game. I love her little buns and her little bangs. And she's so cute. Come on, Lisa. Say hello. Hold on. I know her. She's famous. She's on TV. It can't be Rachel Jones. I'm here to teach you all about cooking, Lisa. I don't know if Rachel Jones is supposed to be like a parody of a real person, if she is like a real person, or if they just completely made her up. But when I was younger, I thought she was like a real celebrity in Japan, and they just put her in a video game for no reason. My name is Rachel Jones. You can just call me Rachel. Nice to meet you, Lisa. What kind of crazy plot twist is this anyway? Lisa. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Lisa. Very nice to meet you. The fun part about playing video games that nobody's ever played before, well, not nobody's ever played, nobody's ever uploaded to YouTube really, is that I can make up whatever voices for the characters I want, and like, there's nothing to contest that. Who's to say that Lisa doesn't sound like a 40-year-old man? Certainly not you. And that's how all of a sudden I started taking cooking lessons. Like a dream come true. And this way, I might be able to make some tasty home cooking for Dad. To welcome him back. I just realized I could just voice act however I feel like voice acting. Y'all can't do anything about it. So, that's what my powers can do. But in order to fulfill your wish, you'll need to do your share of hard work from now on. I'll be with you the whole way. Lesson 1 on the sunny side. Let's start the first lesson then. Are you ready? Yes, please. Give me that. Also, the fun part, I don't remember any of the voices I've given for the characters, so they're all just gonna have like sort of the same voice and like sort of different. I'm just gonna do what I feel like doing, and y'all are just gonna deal with it. No need to be so nervous. Just relax, okay? Hehehehe. Well then, let me introduce the menu for this lesson. The main dish this time will be sunny side up eggs. We'll also make tofu and onion miso soup and rice. There's also something super fun about this game that isn't really present in Mamma Mia. I'm not going to spoil it for you. We're just going to get to it when we get to it. But trust me, this screen they show you is a lot more important than you think it is. I struggled. I'm not even gonna explain it. I'm just gonna tell you that the bottom screen is a lot more important than you think it would be. Oh wow, you think I can do that too? Kid, if you're 11 and you don't know how to make a sunny side up egg, the miso soup I get not being able to make, but the egg and the rice, you're 11 and you don't know how to make an egg. Of course, I'll be here with you, so no need to worry. Let's start cooking. But first, I had to explain about kitchen utensils. Try touching the utensils found around the kitchen. Let's go to the sink. That's a microwave. That's a toaster oven. Use it to toast bread. That's a sponge. I love the little bunny sponge. Use it to wipe down dishes. This is the sink. You can wash your hands or ingredients here. That's the faucet. Pull the lever and water comes out. Come on, let me pull the lever. This is detergent. Use it to make plates sparkle. That's a spice rack. All your spices go in there. This is the mixer. Use it to finely chop ingredients. This game also isn't like perfectly translated into English. Like if an English speaker were to describe this object, they would say it was a blender and not a mixer. Which I think is very interesting. Let's go to the fridge. Fridge. That's the clock. Use it to tell time. That's the cupboard. It holds cups and dishes and things. That's the rice chest. It's where the rice is kept. That's the microwave. We do have a microwave. It heats things up in an instant. That's the refrigerator. Lots of ingredients in there. Okay. I didn't know if I was going to say that there's a different freezer. Why are there two different supposedly freezer compartments? What are y'all freezing in Japan? No, I want to click on the little carrot towel holder. It's a carrot. It's so cute. That's a rice cooker. Use it to cook rice. I have a rice cooker, but it's not nearly as fancy as this. I have a rice cooker that's for like single depressed people. You put rice in it and you put water in it and you press this little knob down, and when it's done, the knob flips back up like a toaster, and it keeps the rice warm and it cooks the proper amount of rice for me. It's a little sad to look at sometimes. That's a kitchen knife. Use it to cut your ingredients. That's a chopping board. Cut up your ingredients on it. That's an oven glove for keeping your hands safe. That's a spatula. Use it to turn things over as they cook. That's a ladle. Use it to scoop up liquids. I love how our only two options for cooking utensils is a ladle and a spatula with slots in it. That's the pot. Use it to boil and simmer. Like, I get that they were trying to simplify things, but like, you make a note to there being both a sponge and soap in the sink area. Why aren't there more utensils? Like, you've made a whole slightly poorly drawn chair, but God forbid you have more than 2 utensils with vastly different purposes and no in between. That's a frying pan. Use it to fry your ingredients. That's a stove. Use it to heat things up. That's an oven. You can bake puddings and things in there. Okay, so we do have a full-sized oven. If we have a full-sized oven, why do we have a toaster oven? That's my question. Is this all you need to know about kitchen utensils? See, look at it's a little carrot. That's all you're gonna tell me? We only have 2 kitchen... Oh yeah, we have to wash our hands. We didn't put water on our hands first. This is not sanitary. We just touched the booty hole faucet handle with our soapy hands, thus either soapifying the handle or de-soapifying our hands. That is not sanitary. Also, I love that there are little hearts in the little... You see, it's where my mouse is. It's a little heart. I love how cute this game is. Next, you need to gather all your ingredients. You can find everything you need in the refrigerator. Touch the fridge. The ingredient list you need this time are... You can already see that there's green onions, eggs, and tofu. You can already see that there's like a lot more in this game than just cooking, which is why I like it more than Cooking Mama. Choose your ingredients using the icons below and move them onto the mat. Green onion. Those are eggs. That's tofu. That's all the ingredients you need. Start with the tofu and onion and miso soup. First, cut the onion and tofu. Touch the knife. Touching the knife. Careful not to cut yourself. Trust me, I learned that lesson back in middle school. Slice the onion on the diagonal. Touch the knife and start chopping. This is also why I like this game more than Cooking Mama. You're not like racing against a clock and facing Mama's disapproval every single time you have to do something that involves a stylus because you don't have a touchscreen. Actually, I do have my touchscreen. I got it in, but I haven't set it up yet, so we're just going to play with the mouse. That's how you slice onion on the diagonal. Let's cut the tofu into cubes. Touch the knife and start chopping. This game is like the perfect blend of realism and cartoony for me, and that's why I like it so much. Next, put the cut vegetables into a pot and boil them. Touch the pot. Cook your very best. Don't tell me what to do. We have some stock already made and simmering in a pot. First, add tofu to the pot. We'll set it to medium. Then add bean paste. The thing about this game, though, that's a little bit confusing is that it's very pick and choosy. It's very cherry picky with what it chooses to be realistic about. Like we didn't grab the bean paste from the fridge. We didn't get the bean paste when we got the ingredients for the fridge. And we're not going to the rice casket to get rice. We just already have rice. And we're kind of cheating a little bit because she already made like the base of the soup. 2 more cups. 3 cups of rice! I do really appreciate the effect of the water. I like how it's like, girl. Wiping the rice when there's no water in it doesn't do anything. I love how the water is like kind of. Wouldn't the rice just escape out the strainer? There you go. Next, cook the rice. Touch the rice cooker. Make it nice and fluffy. Time to make rice in the rice cooker. Put the lid on. Now we wait. A lot of time has passed. And now our miso soup is cold. Wow. Beautiful fluffy rice. Now you've got rice. Finally, make the main dish. Sunny side up eggs. Touch the frying pan. Make sure you don't overcook it. Don't tell me what to do. First, touch the stove switch to turn it on. Set the stove to medium heat. Next, put vegetable oil in the frying pan. Spread the vegetable. How are we spreading the vegetable oil in this game? Because we didn't spread it using the handle, and we didn't spread it using one of the 2 utensils that they allow us to have. So did we just get in there with our fingers or something? It looks like the egg white is nice and firm. Next, add salt to taste. Just about a amount. Also, this thing, she'll say things. Yeah, exactly. If you think it's ready, touch the stove switch to turn it off. And she'll point to the stove switch. But what they don't tell you is that if you wait long enough, she'll tell you exactly when to turn it off. Of course, I as a kid never did that. And so I always got horrible grades at the end of everything. Now onto what you've been waiting for. Serving it up. This is where that screen is going to come in real handy. Trying to remember, because like in order to get the best grade you have to remember exactly how she arranged things. I think that plate was it. Those, I think it was red. I know that this one just got a pickled plum. Now for this thing. I know it got a sausage. It got a sausage. There. It got a sausage. And I think it got lettuce, but I'm not too sure. Lettuce. And then, you see, it also got carrot. I think it was 2 carrot. 2 carrot. And I think that was it. I think that's what it wanted. But I'm not sure. And it didn't have any of that, so we're not going to add it. But, done. Once you serve the dish, it's time to taste it. So, Lisa, how was your first attempt at cooking? But you see, the thing is, for the longest time, when I was playing this game as a kid, I didn't know that you were supposed to match the thingy with what it was at the beginning, with what it showed you. I thought it just let you do whatever you wanted, and I couldn't figure out how I was getting such a bad grade in the garnishing thing. I thought that it wanted me to add more garnishes, and I was like, do the garnishes have to match flavor? Am I adding too much garnishes? Does it want me to not add any garnishes? No, it wants me to add a little bit of garnishes, but how much? I don't understand. Because I thought that the picture that it showed you at the beginning of everything when it was done was just like for funsies, but it wasn't. It wasn't. And they never tell you that. They never tell you that ever at once at any time at all. Little baby me was so confused and heartbroken because she couldn't understand that she had to memorize something. It's pretty hard going, all in. But a lot of fun too. Let's see how it tastes. Bon appetit. Gobble, gobble, gobble. I love how she's surprised. How is it? Give me a minute. Say your cooking this time turned out like this. How well did you cook? 3 stars! 3 star. Wait. You see? This game is infinitely harder than Mamma Mia in every way, shape, and form. I did everything she asked. Everything. And I only got 90 points. Only got 90 points. This is the first lesson. This is the tutorial. Tried hard at your first dish, didn't you? Well done. I have a little reward for you. Excellent. Got the recipe for fried egg rice bowl. Not only can you make all the dishes you've already cooked, but you can also use freestyle with recipes you find. Try it out. Work hard and collect every recipe. How was your first try at cooking? Whether you did well or not, time for a break. If you want to stop cooking for now and come back later, you should use the handy save function. You can save 3 different games. Go ahead and pick a slot to save game now. I want save 3 because it's pink. Do not turn the power off or touch the game card. I love how cutesy this game is. But also, I find it so ominous that the music just like completely cuts out when it's saving. That's terrifying. I love the 2 cats, and I love how their tails are like moving. Gonna continue back to your cooking then. Foo, I'm stuffed. Me too! Rachel? What's come over her? Lisa. Yes, ma'am. Don't forget to tidy up after yourself too, okay? Oops, you're right. Here goes. I'm gonna clean like crazy. But still. What was with Rachel just now? She transformed into a foot-tall demon. That thing's crazy. Move the sponge toward the plates clean. You weren't letting me tap in! What's going on? No! You have to wash dishes in this game. It makes you wash dishes in this game. See, it's just deciding how realistic it wants to be based on... There is still a little piece of dirt on there! I like the tiny plates because they're easier. Really? Really? There's like a little to scale drawing diorama of Japan on the side of the plate and you're not going to let me clean it? The plate just phases out of existence. 1897? That was the year I was born. Lisa. Phew. All hopped out. No, not really. I love how that random spirit... Keep in mind, Hopper at this point is just some random spirit that attached to this kid's doll. Just like, fully accepted the bunny life. Just like, completely and fully accepted. It's just that it was all so sudden. I'm a little confused. Your powers are something else though, Hopper. Really amazing. Well. 1 minute you're all, it's just a dream. And now you're hopping right along. Which makes me think, does the rabbit like influence the spirit that's inhabiting the rabbit? Or is the spirit just fully saying, let's do it, guess I'm a rabbit now? Hey, sorry about that. Nah, don't be. Moving right along, Lisa. You have a lot of stuffed animals in this room, huh? A bear. And a squirrel. And a dirty old doll. She's beautiful! Don't call her dirty! Okay, so she's a slightly smidge, but she's beautiful. Yeah, most of them are from Dad. He works a lot, so he's not at home much. And neither's Mom, really. So all these toys are to keep me from being lonely, he said. I see. Hop. But my favorite one of them all, that's my stuffed bunny Hopper. I'm awfully sorry taking it over like this and all. Like, see, the spirit even acknowledges that it's not the rabbit. They just took over the stuffed toy, the rabbit, and they're just pretending to be rabbit-like for funsies. Just cause. Why not, I guess. Like, they do that even when Lisa isn't in the room. They pretend to be a bunny. I think they're a furry. Guys, game theory time. The spirit from Imagine MasterChef is actually a furry. In this video, I will taking it all over like this and all. Don't worry about it. I mean, now I can actually talk with Hopper. For real this time. Lisa, I've got an idea then. Why don't I triple the fun around here? Huh? By the blessing of our Luna, heed my call of light, and each vessel that cries out for you, dwell ye now within. Hiya! Flash. Crack. Crack. Ching. Crack. Ching. What's happening? Come on, everyone. Say hello to Lisa. Hello. I am Anna. She's a little slow, but she's got a big heart. I'm Kara. We bears are sisters. You can be our sister too, Lisa. This isn't a cult. Definitely not. So I'm Sarah, huh? Not too sure about that name. Phew. Finally, I can talk. But just because I can doesn't mean that I should. Oops, I didn't mean to ramble. Squirrel? Amazing! This is fantastic, Hopper. I love how the only ones that she cares about are her grandmother's doll and the squirrel. Like, the bears were all about to initiate her into their cult of sisters, and she's like, don't care about them, the squirrel's more important. My grandmother's doll is alive. It's good to see you, Emily. Can it, sister? Wow, what a mouth. Lately, you haven't been paying me any attention at all. I'm all tattered and dusty thanks to you. Okay, wait, Okay, hang on. I have questions as to how the whole spirit taking over a children's toys works. Because Emily is talking as if she is the toy and she just miraculously came to life. But Hopper talks as if Hopper is a spirit inhabiting the body of a stuffed animal. And the Bear sisters have their own lore amongst themselves. So they're like all connected. Is there like a spirit realm of like it? Game theory should make a theory on this. There's a lot here. Tired and dusty thanks to you. Heh Hopper. Could you turn it back, please? Got it. Leave it to me, Lisa. And if I have to, I can even wipe her out of existence once and for all. Hopper's just down for murder. Hopper doesn't even care. I love that for Hopper. My goodness, Lisa. That was just a little joke of mine. A joke. Why so dramatic? Ho ho. Ha ha ha. If you ever say anything like that again, I'll have you turn back for good. I love how she just, like, nonchalantly threatens the doll. Like, and that's another thing. Clearly, Emily, at least, wants to be spiritized. Okay, so Emily... Hang on. I've got to get my notes. I have to write this down. I need to know the rules of these, because it seems to me that the different toys have different rules for their existence, right? I'm sorry, I have to write this down. Okay, here is what I've written down. Okay, so based on their dialogue, probably poorly translated dialogue, Hopper is a spirit inside of the doll. Okay, the Hopper talking to us isn't actual Hopper. It's the magical spirit from space using Hopper as a vessel to talk to us. All right, okay. So Hopper is a vessel, right? Emily, from the dialogue, appears to be the actual spirit of the doll. Not the spirit. Appears to be the actual doll, but like she wants to be conscious and she wants to talk, and she fears not being able to talk for some reason, which is having really weird implications on toys in this game. And the implications only get worse when you examine the bears. Because if the bears are spirit sisters, the bears, I don't know if the bears are in the same category as Hopper, where the spirit is just like using the doll as a vessel, or if they're in the same category as Emily, where Emily is the spirit of the doll. But okay, assuming that they're a spirit that's inhabiting a doll, then they came from the same place that Hopper came from, and they're not related to the bears, which would make sense why they're sisters. They're all sisters, and they just decided to come together and inhabit these vessels together, and that's why they're sisters together. Or if the bears are like Emily and they're the spirit of the toys, then, and they're sisters and they're the spirit of the toys, does that mean that the toys have like an interconnection where they're like, is there like a separate spirit world for toys? Another thing, we know that Hopper is pretty powerful to make a celebrity come to this random girl's house to teach her to cook. Unless toys in this universe are just magically magical, then I don't think that Hopper's spirit came from the same place that Emily's spirit came from, if it's true that toy spirits have their own world that they're existing from. But in the beginning, Hopper called out to its home planet and was all like, "Ayo, come and inhabit these vessels," which would make sense for the bears, but it doesn't make sense for Emily. Because Emily is acting like she is the doll. Like she's upset at Lisa for ignoring her as the doll. But if she was a spirit that was just using the doll as a vessel, then she wouldn't have cared. She wouldn't have had memories of prior to inhabiting the vessel for Lisa. Does the spirit that's inside Hopper have the memories of Hopper? Like, does the spirit know what happened pre-Lisa? Don't even get me started on the existentialism that is the squirrel. Why were they so unsure of themselves? If they were summoned from this grand place, were they summoned against their will? And that's why they don't know what they're supposed to do? Or is there like a training school of some sort for Luna or something where spirits like train and they come down and they help humans? Is that what's going on? There's a lot of really weird implications in this game. I have a lot of questions. I'm definitely looking. Wow, sure glad I apologized. The squirrel, even the squirrel is scared of her. But I don't know if the squirrel is scared because the squirrel doesn't want to get turned back, or if the squirrel is scared because the squirrel thinks that Lisa is mean, or that Lisa is threatening. I have no idea where to put the squirrel, because if the squirrel is in Hopper's category, where it's just a vessel inside of a doll, where it's just, if it's just a spirit inside of a vessel, the vessel is the doll. Then why would it care about being turned back? Because then it would just go back to its home planet and just do whatever it wanted. You know, it's like it's a whole other thing. Do these creatures desire consciousness? Why? Why do they fear death? What need would they have to fear death? Did Hopper willingly create beings with the ability to fear death? Knowing that their death could only come from Hopper or Lisa? That's messed up. That's messed up. Because essentially, if that's true, then what Hopper did was create beings solely to be scared of Hopper and Lisa, so that those beings would just do whatever they said, no questions asked. And like, if Hopper is such magical and they can do whatever they want, why not just create completely obedient toys? Why did you have to make them in such a way that they would fear you? If not for some cruel, sadistic desire to have beings that fear you and will do what you say because they fear you. Is Hopper an allegory for God? I don't know. Y'all, I just wanted to play a DS game. I didn't mean to dissect the existentialism of a slightly run-down, poorly translated DS game from 20 years ago. I didn't mean to do that. It just, it happens when it happens, I guess. This should help keep you from being lonely. Right, Lisa? Thank you, Hopper. But now I can hardly hear myself think. And so began a new way of life. With me and my toys. But I have to admit, I'm a little uneasy about all this. Lesson 2. Selfish Sizzle. Or did Hopper create the toys, the spirits for the toys, in a way that they would fear Lisa, so that they seemed more like people that Lisa could talk to? I have so many questions, and I'm never gonna get answers because this game is 20 years old and it doesn't matter anymore. This is your second lesson, isn't it? Give it everything you got, cause she's judging. Ready as ever be. Well, let me introduce the menu for this lesson. The main dish this time will be Salisbury steak. We'll also make consomme and garlic toast. Garlic. Okay, y'all. I need your help to remember this. Okay. There's the garlic toast. There's a little green thing on the garlic toast. You have to remember all of this. Otherwise, she gets upset. All of this. You have to remember what the platter is. You have to remember what the plates look like. You have to remember the garnishes she put, the exact place she put ketchup, how much ketchup she put. You have to remember what the utensils are, which different kind of utensils, what color of utensils. You have to remember so many different things. Okay, I'm actually going to write this down. 2 carrot. That looks like a potato. potato, corn, parsley on garlic bread. We'll see if I remember any of this. What also makes it super hard to remember that is the fact that you have to do a bunch of other stuff between when she shows you the picture sheet versus when you actually have the time to copy the picture sheet. Find everything you need in the refrigerator. Onion, eggs, ground meat, and butter. She doesn't specify what kind of ground beef it is. It could be beef. It could be pork. Doesn't really matter. Onion. Egg. Meat. And then butter. Their butter looks so much weirder compared to the butter in America. Start with the consommé. First, saute the cut vegetables in a pot. Touch the pot. But we're not cutting the vegetables first. That's what gets me about this game, is that it's very touchy about what it chooses to be realistic about. Also, why are you showing me chopsticks? I feel like they just added the spoons in the American version. And in the original Japanese version, they had chopsticks. Because the little picture is showing chopsticks. But what I'm using is a little poorly drawn wooden spoon that isn't really in the same style as everything else in the game. Add finely chopped parsley. Stir the pot in. Now you've made consommé. Next, make the garlic toast. Alright, let's move on. Touch the oven. I love how it makes it look like the garlic bread is just on the floor of the oven. Press start to set the timer and clear to check it. Perfect. Let's see how it turns out. 4 minutes passed. We didn't see how it turned out. You didn't even open the oven. You're just like, yep, good enough. First, finely chop the onion. Touch the knife. Next, you need to cut. Touch. Cut. Touch the knife and start chopping. Yay! Those minces are like really small for the amount of chopping we were doing. Next, saute the cut vegetables in the frying pan. Touch the frying pan. Good luck. We have vegetable oil heating up in the frying pan here. First, the add onions. Saute well. See? Look at how poorly drawn that spoon is. That spoon is not in the style of anything else in this game. If it was, it would have shown the indentation for the thing. Like, that measuring cup has actual words on it to show you the actual measuring. But the spoon looks like something I would have drawn in MS Paint. Nutmeg. Okay. Work the air out of the meat. Touch the hand holding the patty and move it around. Is this like an actual strategy? Why are we trying to work the air out of the meat so much? And how is the meat holding it? Wait, did we add breadcrumbs? We might have. I wasn't really paying attention. Next, fry the meat patty in the frying pan. Touch the frying pan. Make sure you don't burn yourself. Okay, either those beef patties have like quadrupled in size, or this pan is really tiny. Because those beef patties were supposed to be the same size as our hands. And it's like almost taking up the entirety of the... It's like almost taking up the entirety of the pan. Oh god, I hate this part. I'm trying to remember. Okay, I remember the blue Gangnam style. I think that was that. And this one, I don't know. I don't think it was a bowl. I think the plate was white. I think it was white. Was this yellow? I think it was yellow. I don't know though. I know that we need a knife and fork, and I know the knife and fork was orange. Okay, I think I remember parsley, and we need the parsley right there. And then for this thing, I know we had corn. I know we had corn. I know we had corn and a potato and 2 carrots. Two carrots. And there's a little bit of ketchup. That was awful, but we tried. Once you've served up the dish, it's time to taste it. That was your second cooking lesson. Getting the hang of it, even if you're still a beginner. You're sure to improve little by little. I'm gonna eat it up before it gets cold. Bon appetit. Gobble, gobble, gobble. I'll say your cooking this time turned out like this. 4 stars. 4 stars. Yay! We did it! I love how we bomb the fried egg with the rice and the miso soup. We're great at Salisbury steak. And soup and ooh, pork cutlet. So I just thought to save your data. Save file 3 because it's pink. Yes, I'm sure. See, the sound just completely cuts off. It's terrifying. Way to terrify children into believing you. And then I think that's going to be it for today. Even the best need a break. Come back and cooking every now and then. Don't stay out of the kitchen too long. I love the little designs though. They're both so cute.